Hello, son.
I see you are awake, old man. Can you recognize me?
I'm old, not blind. So many years have passed, but your scar is still there.
When Akiyoshi opened the door, he did it carelessly. He couldn't kill this one in his sleep anyways. This wasn't an ambush. The old man was awake. He was drinking sake. There was a vase of sake next to him. He knew his time had come. This was an encounter he had been longing for impatiently. The wait was finally over, and at last he had come to end his life.
You knew I would come. You were worried that I would kill you while you were asleep, weren't you? That's why you are awake.
When I heard Masatora, Akihiro, and Daichi died last week, I realized it was time, but you wouldn't kill me before getting answers to the questions that brought you here. I knew that for sure. I've been waiting 15 years to deliver those answers.
Sorry that I'm late.
What time is it? I slept a little here. I couldn't help it.
The sun is coming up, soon.
Sake?
Thanks, but I prefer to be sober.
Don't tell me you are scared of this old man.
An old wolf like you is more dangerous than 5 young swordsmen.
You're right, but I think, even if I do my best, I have no chance against you.
I think so.
Whose turn was it tonight?
Everyone is dead now. You are the last. We started our work with Hyatt after midnight. You will join him very soon.
That's bad news. That bastard with his unsightly smile. The only time you can be glad to see him is when he's about to die, and unfortunately I missed it. However, I should join him for sure. I'm too old to escape my destiny, even if I wanted to.
Goro, your marriage is arranged for next month, right? Asked Masahiro. Yes, it is, answered Goro. I want to ask you a question. Your father-in-law must be stupid, right? I mean, think about it. What kind of man allows his daughter to marry an idiot like you? Could you shut up for a second, Masahiro? You better shut up too, Goro. We're almost there. Someone may hear you too, said Akiyoshi, complaining. Akiyoshi was burning with anger, remembering the bitter memory of Hyatt's sword going through his brother's body. That ugly smile of his, which was impossible to imagine him without, was burning him. Anger was pressing him, and he was transferring that pressure to the sheath of his sword. Goro, I really need the answer. I really can't understand it. You know what? I suppose you are right. I'm an idiot. I'm your friend, and nothing is more stupid than that. Be quiet. That's Hyatt's home. Let's get started. Hyatt is mine. I'll finish him myself. Akiyoshi interrupted their conversation with stating that they looked towards the house. Goro, you kill his eldest son, and I'll get rid of his other sons, said Masahiro. You kill his eldest son. I'll go after the others, answered Goro. Be careful. You have to survive. That girl is waiting for you. Don't worry. They are only 2. I can handle them. Let's go. Akiyoshi opened the door slowly and carefully. He approached Hyatt's bed and stabbed him. Hush. Calm down. Your struggle is useless, Hyatt. It's painful and you want to scream, don't you? I know, but I'm not going to let you. Now, I'll gently move my dagger deeper into your belly to make sure that you will die with a great deal of pain. Yes, that's it. I'm enjoying your pain so much. How about you? Don't make that face. You brought this on yourself. Ah, it's so bad. You are already dead. How soon? Damn you bastard. I had barely started. Help me. Somebody help me. My husband. Help. Akiyoshi could recognize where that painful scream was coming from. It was Hyatt's eldest son's wife, challenging the surrounding silence and peace around the house. Akiyoshi ran out of the room. Where is Goro Masahiro? He hasn't come out yet. Something isn't right. Let's go help him. The door opened, and Goro came out bleeding. I killed them. We can go now, Goro said. Your hand, Goro, you're hurt, said Masahiro. Don't worry. It's only a scratch. Let's go. Akiyoshi, Goro and Masahiro quickly left Hayate's home behind. The howls of the Hayate's eldest son's child and wife faded away, and insects' voices started to dominate again. What happened, Goro? Why are you hurt? Were they strong? Asked Masahiro. Not really, but his youngest son, I never saw someone like him determined to live. That boy was really clinging to his life. They were ready for us, answered Goro. They had probably heard what happened last week. Don't underestimate them. Takashi has 6 sons. Don't give them any chance to use their swords.
Whose turn was it tonight?
Everyone is dead now. You are the last. We started our work with Hayate after midnight. You will join him very soon.
That's bad news. That bastard with his unsightly smile. The only time you can be glad to see him is when he's about to die, and unfortunately I missed it. However, I should join him for sure. I'm too old to escape my destiny, even if I wanted to.
Yes, this is the last hour of your life, but before that, you have to tell me the truth. Why did you do that? My father considered you his real brother. My family was your family. I have to admit, I loved you even more than my real father. You didn't only betray us, you betrayed yourself as well. It's time to reveal the truth and confess your sins. Tell me why you did it. Why you destroyed your own family. How hatred settled in your heart, and why you sold your honor to those demons.
You're right. Your father was my brother. I loved him as much as he loved me, and I loved you even more. You were like a son to me. I broke my relationship and family ties. I lost. We all lost in that gamble, but maybe you lost more than anyone.
Does that look like a game for you?
Of course not. Be patient. Let me explain everything, the truth, all of it, in this last hour of my life. The first thing you should know is that I didn't sell myself for gold. They paid me a lot, but my reason wasn't coins. All of those coins are buried under the tree in the yard. I never spent them, not one. I'm not a man who sells his loyalty for money.
I know.
Then tell me, do you remember the day you got that scar on your face?
I was playing with a dagger, and I injured myself. As you can see, the scar is still here.
I asked because on that day, Lord Hojo came to see your father. Making peace was his claim, and we all believed him despite the fact that we knew him well enough to know that he was a filthy dog and your father's sworn enemy. However, since he brought only 15 men with him, we weren't suspicious. No one goes to war with 15 men. My old friend, Saburo, was one of those men. Hojo had a good reason to bring him, and I realized that 3 days after his visit.
And what was the reason?
A letter.
A letter?
Yes, a letter. Not an ordinary letter, but a permit. It was, in fact, an order by the shogun himself to kill your father and his family for treason.
What? Are you saying it was the shogun who requested Hojo to destroy my family?
The complete opposite. It was Hojo who offered that to the shogun. Listen. Hojo knew the shogun was seeking revenge. It was a beneficial agreement. Through that deal they solved their problems. Hojo usurped the land that he was seeking for many years with the shogun's permission and support, and the shogun got rid of your father without direct action. Shogun Hiraku earned the throne after the death of his brother, Shogun Katsuro. There were rumors that Hiraku poisoned Katsuro to take his brother's place. The rumors were true. He was such a man. Years before Katsuro's death, they had a conflict over who would take over the country. Not only was your father a close friend and aide for Katsuro, he also contributed to his success. The obsession to kill your father was a logical consequence.
And you fulfilled their desire with that damn letter. How poor and pitiful you are.
Wait, that letter meant nothing to me. It was a useless piece of paper. Taking the path of death was your father's choice, not mine. I did everything I could to deter him, but his decision was irreversible.
I can't believe that. Why would my father want to make a decision like that? It just doesn't make any sense.
It does. To save his son and his honor. There was no choice. Don't pretend you don't get it, Akiyoshi. Think about it. In this country, the shogun is the god of authority. No one can stand up against a god. When a god makes a decision that someone should die, he will die. Even trees need his permission to blossom in the spring. He can cut them all down. Shogun Hiraku wanted your father dead, and his death was destined. The purpose of getting killed by Hojo was to save you. Furthermore, he was able to protect his honor and his generation. I mean your sisters. You know they are all married to lords and into royal families. Being killed directly by the shogun would destroy their special situation, or at least it was able to weaken it. Hojo and the shogun's preference was to keep that deal a secret for as long as possible. If the plan succeeded, it would merely appear to be a fight for territory and property between two lords, nothing more. He did the best he could. Tell me, have you ever met your sisters?
It has nothing to do with you. Go on, old man, continue.
As I said, I tried to dissuade him, but when I thought about it I understood that it was the only way. Therefore, I planned everything that happened. I dispatched almost all of your father's men to fake missions, each in a different location, so Hojo's swordsmen surrounded them and killed them with ease. We also needed the most treacherous of your father's men to betray him. Pigs like Hyatt and Nobu, and all those that you've murdered, but that wasn't all. I needed someone else too, the man essential to our mission. Without his cooperation all would have failed. You know him very well. I mean Kenta.
After hearing this name, Akiyoshi lost his temper and stood up. He directed his anger at Tak and shouted, "Foolish old man! You must have a fever. You've finally lost it." Tak reacted but raising his voice as well. "I needed him to save you, not to kill your father. Sit back and allow me to finish the story," Tak answered. Akiyoshi once again regained his patience.
Saving you was our priority. We couldn't save your brother Taro because he was 19, and it wasn't his destiny to survive. Even if he escaped, his enemies would seek him and hunt him down. Your situation was different. No one would consider a kid as a real threat. In fact, your brother accepted his destiny and shared it with your father. His death was what helped to keep you alive. Kenta was an honorable young man with exceptional skills. He was trustworthy, and we knew he would protect you by all means necessary. Kenta was the best, and he proved that when Riku opposed to my orders tried to kill you with Hojo's men's assistance. That bastard probably guessed that I would try to save you, but Kenta, with his incredible skills, sent them to hell. We all owe him. He accomplished his task very well.
After what he did he became everything to me, a hero, a god. Unlike you, you became evil, the definition of betrayal.
As you know, Kenta found a family of farmers to look after you on the other side of the country. It was your father's last wish. He didn't want you to walk in the path of the sword. He believed an early grave is the only thing that awaited a man who picked up a sword. Unfortunately, I see you chose a sword instead of a sickle.
This is the last time I will use my sword. I witnessed how Hyatt and the others murdered my brother, and I saw shadows surrounding my father, but I didn't see what happened after.
I did that. I killed your father.
Tak tried to drink sake again, but the vase was empty. Akiyoshi started to push on the sheath of his sword again. "You?" asked Akiyoshi furiously. "Damn it, there is none left. You know we drink to forget the thoughts that make us suffer, but instead it gives them wings to fly. I can see your hand's pressure on the sheath of your sword, and I can sense your anger, but it is what it is. Since he didn't want any of those bastards to do it, I had to do it myself. He left this pain for me. The man whom he called brother had to carry that burden. It was as ironic as it could get." Slowly, Tak gestured how he cut the head. I cut his head off. It was the fastest and the surest way to a painless death. I have been seeing that moment over and over in my head, and you can't imagine how much it hurts. Your selfish father made me go through that. I guess it doesn't matter now. I'll meet him very soon, and I can repay him the favor. Kenta and I decided to commit suicide after his return. But when he came back, he gave me a reason to live. What was that? Your return. He said he was sure your anger and your unanswered questions would bring you back here. After that, I came here. This farm is your father's gift to me. He always said that he would like to see me without a sword, and someday he would finally force me to come here and live as a farmer. He did that at last. I came and lived here. I looked after my daughters, lost my wife here, and made myself anxious to live until you came and asked why. You were my son, and I couldn't take this secret to my grave. You had to know. I hope you are brave enough to take my life, and if not, beside the coins, my dagger is awaiting to finish its duty. It seems you have nothing more to say. Shall we finish it? Yes. The door opened, and a little boy who was scared after seeing the stranger inside the room clung to Tak's body. Grandpa, who is this man? Asked the kid. He's my friend. Why did you come here, Takuma? Get back to your room. I want to sleep in your room. He is Sango's son, right? Asked Akiyoshi. Right. She should be 23 years old now. Yes, she is. Unfortunately, she lost her husband 6 months after her marriage. Since then, she has been living here with my grandson. Hey, big guy, you should go back to your room. Your grandpa and I need to be alone. The kid left the room and closed the door behind. Let's end it. I'm ready. Akiyoshi drew his sword very slowly, and Tak closed his eyes smiling. The sharp blade touched his arm instead of his head. I injured you because I had sworn on my father's soul to shed your blood. It's better if you keep your dagger waiting. You are not worth killing. Survive and suffer. Live with the thought of what you've done to me in every moment of your life. That is your punishment. Death isn't enough for you. Akiyoshi turned to the door. The sun is rising. I must go, old man, said Akiyoshi. Then he continued, Hey, that kid. Look after him and don't show him the path of hatred and anger. Be someone else to him. I will try. As Akiyoshi left the room, the last shreds of darkness disappeared. Sun was raining in the sky again, like all of the days before that. Goro was asleep, leaning on a tree. Is it over? Wake him up. We have nothing to do here anymore. Hey Goro, wake up. What's going on? Nothing, the sun is up. We should go. Damn you. I was in heaven, beside my bride. Come on, guys. Okay, let's go. Slowly they left Tak's home behind. What a beautiful dream. Heaven is amazing. Unfortunately, you took my beautiful dream away from me. Damn you, Masahiro. My sword can help you to get back to heaven. This time you can be there forever. Do you want to try it? Keep your big mouth shut. Not again. God. Please help me not to kill them. Goro, maybe it is best that before we solve our problem, we get rid of Akiyoshi. What do you think? Yes, I agree. He makes me mad, and I have to do it myself.